So we're not building the city for us. We're building the city for the Matthews of this world. And Matthew, I think clearly identified that that 20 or 30 years from now, he's going to be in the workforce. He may be a city civic leader, and he certainly looks like a well-spoken civic leader already. And that future city has to have good public transportation. We know that our city is going to have potentially 200,000 more people in by 2041 or thereabouts, based on the provincial projections. That's a lot of vehicle activity and a lot of movement of people in our community. And so what we can do in Hamilton is get out ahead of those congestion issues on the public transportation side, more so than Toronto was able to do in the last few years, which has been an enormous struggle and much more costly doing it after the fact than rather than ahead of time. So we have that opportunity. But we also will build a kind of an inner city development plan that talks about sustainable growth, which is going to be very important for the Matthews of this world, because he wants to inherit a city that is affordable in the future, not continuing to sprawl out and cost us far more money than we need to. So I think Matthew gets that at a very young age. Planning 101 is back, and try not to spread out too much and contain yourself. It's Sim City. Have you ever played Sim City? You know what SimCity is? It's like a module, a computerized module of how you build a city. Yeah. And as you build and put in your water treatment plant and your city hall and your downtown businesses, it tells you what the impact is in terms of taxes.
And our producer
and how that
said
happens.
That's a good game. So
it's a great game,
that's how
but
James spends his time.
It's a very informative game, because you can actually see the impacts of your own decisions in terms of how your tax dollars actually start to increase. And the more you spread, the higher your tax load goes, and the more you contain yourself, the more efficient you become, the better it is for the tax load overall. I think that's the kind of city we want to build, and LRT helps engineer that.
City Matters at noon, 4, 6, and 10 p.m. on Cable 14, and anytime on cable14now.com.